Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So, I have switched over to my brand new PC, so things should be running a little bit better. This has come with a problem, however. If you notice, I'm at cycle 182. Apparently, when I transferred everything over, it was the second to last save that ended up coming with. So this is basically like the last episode didn't happen. Now, on one side it means, yeah, we lost a bunch of progress. On the other hand, however, that does mean that Harold here is still alive. So if we pay a bit closer attention this time, maybe we can prevent him from getting killed. So what I'm going to do here is come, and before I even get going, I'm going to alter some of these priorities. So we're going to say this stuff will be 7. In fact, all of this will become 7. With a few of these becoming actually 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this path here 8. So theoretically, they should come down here and fix a bunch of this before coming and doing this stuff. Now, I don't know how that oil got out before, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say you become a priority 3. There we go. Alright, so theoretically, they'll do the pitcher pump last, which will hopefully give me time to reinforce a bunch of this and get some of this stuff out of here so that we don't run into quite the same problem as last time. What was the priority on that? Alright, all that piping is still 8. Let's fix that. Let's set you to 6. You do not need to be as high a priority, but the ones we have up here... Alright, those are 8. Those will still do. Okay, good. So hopefully we will avoid the problems that happened last time we did this. Let's go ahead and let this start to run. And let's see if we can keep Harold alive this time. We have a bit of stress from Bert. Hopefully Bert will go get on the massage table. I seem to recall having had issues with coal. So let's get in front of that a bit. We can probably manage a little bit of diggy up here. Actually, I think what I did, let's cancel that, is put a little bit of granite will do. Right here? No, right here. Let's do that. And then dig to get there. Whoop. And then we can also say, hey, dig this. And that. And all of those. And that'll be a bit of coal. Alright, let's go check on our thing here. They are cutting through this way. That is good. Alright. They've already got the door in place. Excellent. Harold is down here cutting out the abyssalite. Putting in some granite for the... Whoop. Is heading up to go get oxygen. Okay. So let's take a look at our oxygen. Not great. We got a little bit coming in there. How is our ventilation? We're going to do this better this time. I did not make this thing happen intentionally, but now that it has happened, we're going to take advantage of the fact. So, just a couple issues here with having, moved over to the new PC, but look at how much quicker I'm scrolling. This is nice. I like this. Alright, they're digging up the sleet wheat. We're probably going to want to sweep up some of this stuff. Alright, digging all that up. That's good. Alright, you're cold. You're putting in the vent because I guess reasons. Sure, why not? Now, I know I could get away with not doing that. Oh, hey, you know what I can do now that I've got some of that stuff out of the way, though? I can say I would like an airlock Right there. And that will allow me to still access this area up here, but make it so that this is going to stay mostly sealed. Good, good, good. You are cooling the area poorly, but alright. It is now downtime. We are heading into a night cycle. Oh, right. I also seem to recall this. Oh, no, that has a 7 priority. Oh, it was because I had so much stuff at 8 priority that it wasn't able to do it. So, I've basically already fixed that problem. That is good. Just trying to recall the problems we had the last time we went through this. Alright, looks like we've run out of our issues there. Alright, we got that. This is still going to have to come through. So, I've been looking at things, thinking about how am I going to get some more dirt, because there's only so much dirt that I can dig out of the ground before it's all gone. Now, apparently, one of the best ways is just this right here, the composting the, polluted dirt, which we can get from the water sieves, and we also get from, like, the outhouses. Now, the outhouses get it because they take in normal dirt, so that's not so great. But getting it from the sieves, which only use sand, that is good. Because we can basically, once we put up some refinery stuff, get sand from the other rocks, and we get a little bit from the metal that it processes, although we're losing the metal in the process. However, this stuff up here is also a filtration medium. So I'm wondering if that can be used in our water sieve. Because it just says it needs a filtration medium. Although it says here it says it needs sand. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. How is this doing? This is doing terribly, but it is doing. How is this coming down here? Let's keep an eye on this so that we don't end up running into the same problems. Nobody's down here. But they are starting to build this pipe. So that's a thing. I would really prefer they get some of this other stuff done first. Although, I suppose if they do the pipe, it will create some bubbles of oxygen down here, and they'll have to run less far. Run less far. That's a good phrase right there. Run less far. Alright, so here we go. Alright. Is that a little bit of... That looks like a little bubble of natural gas. Yeah, that is. I saw it flash there for a brief second. So I guess we're now getting a little bit of natural gas from cutting away rock. Just mining itself produces a little bit of natural gas, which would explain how we got those little bubbles of it in here. Interesting, interesting. Alright. So what do we got here? We got... That's also how we probably got this stuff up here. You are basically just refilling the battery. Everything here has power. How's our germs? Terrible. Terrible. We have terrible amounts of germs. But if we can switch over to a different food source, that won't matter. Because only the mealwood and the mush bars use water, which is, eating it is basically the only way that those germs will, make a difference at all. Where it still has a high stress, but it's going down. Harold's is going up from being in this oxygenless environment. But we're doing good. We're doing good. Harold hasn't died this time. This means we're going to end up making more progress than the equivalent amount of time the last time around. And like I said, this was not on purpose. But, hey, you know what? It happened. I'm not going to go to the effort of fixing it. So we'll just, take advantage of the fact. It's a little bit like save scumming, but less scummy because it was not done intentionally. Alright, so we need that one cut out still, and we will be able to have all of this set up right. You have picked up some granite. You're putting it in the gas pipes. You are now cutting that out. Okay, good. They're now working on this, which is good. What is all this? This is igneous rock. Alright. So I can also now Say, hey, tiles, at hour 6. Put my tiles in there and there, which were getting blocked from the sleet wheat before. Good, good, good. Alright, all of this is being done well. This stuff is melting up here. Look at all of this polluted oxygen up here, too. Probably because it's the polluted ice melting. Alright, you're delivering all that. Oh, we've got a bit of water. Let's, say, hey, priority 7 mop. Let's also say, hey, I would like to sweep this area. Just so that we don't end up running into the same problem of that weird, like, water and oil mixing thing. Because there's a bunch of ice here. We're going to get more ice, too. But let's see. You're picking up abyssalite. Do I have a place to put the regular ice? I think so. Let's say sweep only, liquefiable, ice, crushed ice. Alright, snow is already on there. Good. Alright, so this will now allow them to store that stuff. Sweeping this stuff out of the way is always a giant pain because it takes so much time. They're picking up ice, though. That's good. Alright, that is getting built. Excellent. Which means we'll be able to get that stuff soon. Alright, so what I've done here is by completing this in advance of that, it means that even if the oil erupts like it did last time, it should stay contained in this room. Which will hopefully allow it to cool without, like, melting all the surrounding ice and such. Which is also why I'm trying to get the ice and such out of here in advance. Because then I could theoretically, assuming the pitcher pump works when it's under liquid, still send duplicates in here to retrieve oil and basically bring the level back down. That's my hope, at least. And theoretically, I can basically drop this pump down after it runs out to get that stuff too. So this room will continue to be useful for some time. That's the plan, at least. Of course, you know, we all know how plans go. Alright, how's that going? How's this going? That is not there yet. Oh, although it's got that little bit of water in the corner there, so theoretically this is working. Because this should stay just fine. We'll find out. I'm going to go ahead and do the full-blown water lock, though, because, oh, look at this. I need to mop again. Because they are not getting the ice out fast enough. Pick and sweep. Get the ice out. Alright, you are building that. You're getting all those. Sleet wheat grain. Let's also say sweep that stuff, but at slightly lower priority. Alright. Picking that stuff up. That's good. Just kind of getting this all set. What do I want to do about renewable sleet wheat? Because that would be a good idea. Because that way I will be able to have switched that off entirely, although it needs water, and it needs cold, and it needs dirt. Because it does use dirt instead of fertilizer. So we're still going to have our dirt issue, but it will get rid of our polluted water issue. So, you know, something to think about. What do we got over here? So I think what it is that there's just way too much of the oil in here for the space, so it's naturally going to want to erupt out. How's our temperatures here doing? So the temperature over there has gone up a little, which is not good. Once you become an airflow tile, you'll be a little bit better. How is our oxygen here doing? Alright, it's filling up there. That's good. Alright, it has backed up, which is kind of good, kind of bad. It means that we're not getting as much hydrogen out. Oh, what's going on here? How did you become natural gas? That's bizarre. That should still be water there. But I guess it's in these corners here is the water, so that's still working? But that's just bizarre. Alright, how have we done? We've gotten the airflow tile in. Good. That should allow this to cool a little bit faster. We are 2 tiles away from having completed, the blocking off of the room, although we still need to get that stuff. It looks like all of the ice is out of here, which is good. Let's just go ahead and say that I would like the rest of this stuff sweeped still. Just so we don't run into any issues, with it getting, underneath oil and there being something there we don't immediately recognize. Just to basically play on the safe side. You're delivering a bunch of dirt. How much dirt does this stuff use per cycle? 10 kilograms per cycle. Alright, so the sleet wheat uses less dirt as well, so that'll actually help the issue, even though it won't fix the issue. I mean, and it's not an issue yet, obviously. I mean, we still have 55 tons of dirt, so it'll be a while before it's an actual issue. I could really use more of those wheezeworts to try and cool off. If I could cool off the area down to the low enough temperature. Of course, that's going to be really hard, especially since I got pneumatic doors there and such. Something for me to think on. We can... Yeah, alright. They're digging that. Putting that in. Good. Alright, they still need to get over here. I think I might need to... Oh no, it doesn't say unreachable. Alright, so they can probably reach it. You're picking up abyssalite. You are destroying that granite. There's this tile. What is that manual airlock? That's set to 7 as well. Okay. So let's allow them to clear up the rest of this stuff. Including that. There we go. They are not doing anything with the sleet wheat. Let's go ahead and turn back on our electric grill. Enable building. That is making frost buns. Excellent. So that will continue to give us, disease-free food for a bit, since we have a bunch of it laying around. And like I was saying, I think they've basically gotten rid of the number of cycles that, the domestic stuff needs before it replants. Which basically just means we only need enough sleet wheat seeds to do our initial planting. So we don't have to worry so much about, using stuff on harvest before it gets replanted. Because there's no more replanting. So that's good. I know, I think I mentioned that last time a little bit, but it's always good to reiterate things of that nature. Just so that it sticks in your mind. Alright. We've got that going. What we're gonna do here is actually set this guy... Well, let's see. How's our temperatures? Alright, so it is getting warm over here. Which is less good. I was hoping that it would get cooler over here rather than warmer over here. Although it does seem to be doing a little bit here. I mean, there are some areas here that are quite warm. It's varying quite a bit. How's our oxygen? We have no oxygen down there, of course. We still gotta get those 2 done. Let's go ahead and bump up the priority on that a little bit. Let's say... Oh, that door needs to be 6, otherwise it wasn't gonna get done. Alright. Default schedule will work. In fact, you know what? Let's... Well, it's not quite there yet. I want to get those 2 done. You're picking up the granite. That's good. I mean, I don't care so much about the granite. Oh, hey, didn't I need... No, I put that in before last time. Alright. Ooh. Although there is stuff to be mopped here. Don't want germs and such getting even worse. Alright, you're doing that. We have plenty of oxygen up there. How's our ventilation doing? It's backed up, alright. Can I just get this and that done? I would really like those done, please. That way I can then, you know, turn this back up. Well, maybe. I'll set it to 4 at least so that it gets done before they try cutting through this abyssalite. Okay, that tile is in. Can you get that one, please? Alright, you're taking granite. You are delivering iron ore and building. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and set this to 4, because it'll still not get done before the rest of this stuff. I would like them to finish the door. Finish the door. Alright, finishing the door. Nope, not quite finishing the door. You're having some pleasant chit-chat in a completely carbon dioxide environment. Don't breathe in, boys. Alright, manual airlock. Good. Now, let's go ahead and adjust some priorities here. Let's go ahead and say 7. On all those tubes. Do the gas piping now so that we can fill this area with oxygen instead of carbon dioxide. And then you guys won't have to run off as quick. Almost there. 3 more pipes to build. You've delivered. You've delivered. There we go. That means that there should be oxygen coming down. Excellent. Unrefrigerated food. High stress. Bert, why are you not getting yourself de-stressed? Bert should be... Oh, there's no power. Ah. Because I probably... Oh, look at that. Helps if the ladders are also the same priority. Because we have probably run out of coal. Yeah, consumable ore. We are out. We're out of coal. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, hey, look, our oxygen's coming in. That's awesome. Alright, so we are now oxygenating... Yeah, that's the correct term. Oxygenating this area. Slowly but surely, that will get done. Alright, so what do they need to go and get the... I just saw... Oh, there's... Look at all this polluted water getting in here. Because nobody is mopping. Come on, guys, mop this stuff up. How is this going? Not quite there yet. Made a mess. Who's making a mess and why are you making a mess? It's because there's no power. Alright. Do this already. Now I need to mop. Because now none of those are growing because they're underwater. Come on, guys. How's this going down here? Alright, there's just a couple more things to be swept. There we are. And that'll be good. How's our temperatures? Better. Slowly getting better. Alright, you're picking up that. How's this going? Is anybody going to come do this? Alright, looks like there are people coming to do this. Hey, you just gained some digging. Skill increase. Yay! Digging raised to 1. I mean, yeah, it's better. Polluted oxygen, alright. I don't really know exactly why they're... Oh, pipe block, pipe block. Yeah, they're not doing it because there's no power. Could we? Alright. You know what? How about priority 8? Is that going to be sufficient? Because we really need that coal. I was trying to prevent this, but people are just not doing it. Alright, you're delivering dirt. You are heading over there for that. We also seem to not... Oh, because there's no power, right. We need power for everything, and nobody is getting the coal. I'm going to have to come up with a new power source soon. It'll probably be the natural gas over here that I was been slowly working towards. I really need to be able to make use of this copper volcano soon, too. That'll be nice. What is dripping? So all this stuff here needs mopping. This all needs mopping. Yes, including that spot and that spot. Anything else? No? Alright. You know, and these little hatches should be pooping out coal too. Come on, guys. I'm gonna need to get that set up too, because I'll soon be able to... made a mess. Making these messes. Oh, well that kind of fixed that a little bit. Alright, messes down there, so let's go ahead and say, hey guys. There we go. Alright, can we get this done, please? Awaiting delivery of granite. I mean, it's set to priority 8. It is literally as high as I can, make it without, like, interfering with critical functions. Everybody's going down here to do that instead. Why? That was a lower priority. Alright, I'm not going to care so much about that a little bit. Made a mess. Stop making messes. Oh, look at this. Alright, let's mop that. Oh, hey, here we go. Things are going again. A little bit of coal got put in. Oh, come on, guys. Why are you all making messes everywhere? That done. Food shortage. But they're now cooking again. So that should fix itself. How's our germs? Still terrible. Absolutely terrible. Alright, you guys are doing that. Good, we're getting coal. Are you set to a... No, you're set to 7, so you should be getting relatively good priority here. There's no power again. Because they're off harvesting. Can somebody please supply coal? Please? Okay, you picked up coal. Hopefully you're actually taking it to where it's supposed to go. Alright, there we go. We have a bit of power. Getting all that stuff running again. There is a mess to be cleaned up here. Is that all the mess? That seems to be all the mess. Okay, let's just make sure there's not anything more up here. Nope, that's good. How's that running, by the by? A little bit of hydrogen. We're bouncing off a food shortage because we didn't have the power to make the food. Alright. That's good. So there is now power. We are powering up. Starvation? Who's starving? Max, go get food. There is food. You just didn't eat. Alright, you're getting meal lice, of all things, rather than eating the frost buns. Alright. I know I'm close to wrapping up. I probably should have wrapped up during that night cycle, but we'll go through this one. Yes, we are on a food shortage, I am aware. Alright, we now have fixed the food shortage. And our cook has fallen asleep because they're narcoleptic. Alright. Are we good? Are we ready? I think we are. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, yes, auto bottle. And then I'm going to say, hey, you, be priority 6. So they will come, build that, and then hopefully Actually, hang on. Before I do that, let us... Out of, yeah, igneous rock is fine. Priority 8. Build a couple tiles there. Just in case this does erupt, it'll keep it hopefully on that side. So let's see. People are doing that. Really going to have to clean up some of that stuff. If I can. Alright. Good, good, good. You are priority 6, so you should get built after that is done. You're cooking away on those frost buns. We have tons of that sleet wheat at the moment. Alright, there you go. Do that. Oh, we're just delivering more igneous rock. You are set to just construction. You are needing a delivery. How is our oxygen? It's actually not doing too terrible. They only have to pass through a small area. Harold is now tied with Bert for the highest stress, but that's because of the work he's doing and the fact that, you know, Bert is on the massage table currently. You've delivered. You're waiting more delivery. Damage overheated. Security door. Where? Oh, that's not even really mine. Could I? Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. So, one of the other disadvantages here is, I do not currently have my left-hander plugged in, so that means that I cannot zoom out. I'm going to fix that for the next episode. We only got another, you know, few moments here, so I guess I'm just playing zoomed in for the remainder of the episode. I hate that it does that. Absolutely hate it. Pitcher pump is basically just waiting on actual construction. Hopefully they will do that by the end here. Yes, it's cold, and now it's not. Although, honestly, it's really not that cold. I mean, 60 degrees Fahrenheit, not cold. Alright, we are heading into downtime, so they're not going to do that. I'm going to have to get that thing plugged in between episodes here. There they go, doing all that stuff. Alright. Our oxygen levels are looking great. Our temperatures are not so great, but we'll fix that in the future. And it is end of cycle. Alright, so everybody's heading to bed, or at least they should be. Although, you went to go stand in there. Alright, well, here we go. We'll just kind of look at our sleeping duplicates here as we end. Okay, so we basically replayed an episode. We've managed to not lose Harold this time. And we'll just keep pressing onward. We haven't flooded the area with oil, now that we, you know, had a little bit of an advanced knowledge there. Yeah, we're good. So hopefully we'll be able to produce more plastic soon, which will allow us to get, you know, a bunch of the ranching going, as well as, you know, a few other tasks, because I'm not sure if any of the automation requires plastic or not, but yeah, it either requires that or refined metal. I'm not sure. Haven't done a lot with it. We're going to be doing that in the future, though. So, until next time, have a good one.